variety of stuff. Right now, I'm working on a blazer for my brother's graduation. I promised him I'd make him one when he graduated, and he graduated. So I don't even know if I could really iron this. Not really. I mean, all the wrinkles are permanent, so if, okay. I do not speak Spanish, everyone. I'm sorry. But hello, how are you? Hello, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. If you like and subscribe, I would appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. What's up?
What you were watching, you can tell even by the 80s, the show looked really just cheap and outdated. You can tell, right?
Yeah, why?
Just noticing.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Like, seems like they just didn't care about the show anymore or something.
Yeah.
So is it? It's. I don't know. It's the whole country's fault. Okay.
I would say the whole country's fault, the network's fault,
Well, I don't know what to say, John. What do you have to say?
I would say it's the network for not allocating real money and talent,
Well, I mean, they had the Fourth Doctor.
Yeah, but I was like,
That was the early '80s.
70s.
What? But you said the Fourth Doctor was the most loved one.
Yeah.
And he lasted for 7 years into the '80s.
Yeah, just the 80s. He was pop.
He did 80 and 81, right?
74 to 81.
So he was in the '80s. So therefore it was
70, 74 to 81.
yeah, 1974 to 1981.
Yes.
Okay, so what happened in 1980? In 1981, that's 2 years of 1980, right?
Yeah. So
Or 1 year, whatever, or two.
The whole team tried to take over and try to make it look expensive, but they didn't have the
Right.
money.
What I'm trying to say is that they had the opportunity because 1981, but they completely fucked it up.
Like, okay, if
That's
you're
what I'm trying to say.
a kid in 1985, you compare this to like what Star Trek and Star Wars was doing.
I don't know. I'm not a kid from the 1980s, John.
But if you compare production values,
Well, I mean, I would say that, and I would say Star Wars looked relatively cheap, just as it does, I'd say Star Wars looks better now than ever, and I would say Doctor Who looks better now than ever, if you ask me personally.
Well, like on all the James Cameron stuff,
James Cameron? Who's that? Is that the guy that did Living Evil Dead?
No,
Or
Terminator, Aliens, the second Aliens movie.
I would say Terminator 2 looks nice.
Yes.
But that's also a Hollywood budget on a movie budget.
Yes.
That's it was like $100 million to make that movie or something, right?
Yes.
Is that even fair to like compare to like a TV show to an entire like movie budget? I mean, even the original Star Wars had a low ass budget.
Moderate budget.
Well, I'm pretty sure Doctor Who had, in comparison to a moderate budget in comparison to for TV shows.
Well, that's a movie, so
That's what I mean. Yes, that's not even how can you compare the two? You can't. One's on a set schedule, the other one's a one-time thing, so they can put as much passion as they want into it and make it.
Yes.
I don't know why you're comparing the two. I don't know why that guy compared the two.
Yes.
That's a dumb comparison.
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense. And he should know TV. He was the producer or whatever. What was he? The producer? The president?
The control of the main head guy for the BBC One for 2 years.
So I don't know what his problem is. That guy is just, I don't know. Was he stupid?
I don't know.
Was he smart?
He was in the job for 2 years.
Do you care about Doctor Who all that much? You never cared about Doctor Who this much until recently you heard the story, until you started talking about the story. Are you just overhyping Doctor Who right now?
No. Why would I overhype?
Not overhyping, like being overly sensitive about the story.
I'm not being overly sensitive.
Or being overly aware of the story.
I don't know.
Because it's Doctor Who, you're not even British, so. You didn't grow up with the show. You didn't grow up in the culture.
Well, actually, I grew up with the modern version.
Okay, but you didn't grow up in the culture of it.
Yes.
You weren't in England. You weren't in London watching the show every day with your friends or whatever they do. I don't know what they do over there. You've never even been to the country.
Yes.
Why do you care so much? You just love TV that much, I think.
No, it's not that.
You love cinema that much.
I'm not that obsessed with it,
No, you really are. You must.
No, there are people who are way worse about it.
Oh God, I don't want to meet those people.
They're way worse about it.
If you're better about I couldn't stand those people, John. Look, I'm not trying to insult you.
There are people who try to videotape every single episode and try to dress up like the police box. You know?
God, why? Why? So seriously, why? Why did they do cosplay for Doctor? Is Doctor Who really that? It's like the Harry Potter people.
Yes.
See, the thing is, problem is, I just don't care. It's like you and Kanye. Like when I try to bring up what Kanye.
Yeah, but
does,
Kanye is a genuine hateful, like neo-Nazi.
Right, but I'm just saying it's like the same thing. It's like it's like if I told you I don't care about
the reason
this.
I don't want to care because if I care, that's giving him power.
Right, but
that's a totally different thing.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, because I'm giving a hateful person actual like cultural power if I actually give a shit, like really give a shit.
Oh, right.
Yes.
And I'm not. I'm just. I guess I feel this. I feel like it's kind of a similar situation for me.
I don't think so because I hate.
No, I'm talking about with Doctor Who. I really just don't care. I understand how a cultural influence it is, and I'm happy that you like the show, and I love sharing the information. But also, like, when I like I don't know what's going on with half the world, anyways. And then when I hear one thing about Kanye, I'm like, it's like if I know I understand what you mean by you don't care, but like, how do you know these things more before I do if you don't even care? That's what I'm trying to find out.
Well, kind of. I'm not trying to not care because if I really cared, that's giving a hateful bigot more power, and
Right.
you already have enough hateful bigots with actual power. I don't want to give the next hateful bigot more power.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I hate Kanye, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I said that publicly. That for people know that. Well, I only hate him because he's a hateful bigot, no other reason. And this is what he did recently, right now. You know that shirt's $20.
Yes.
You know how many people can afford $20 in the United States? A lot of people can afford $20 in the United States. And now they have and then they get a piece of Kanye merchandise for $20 in their home.
Yes.
Because he had $100. He had $100 white T-shirts that people were going crazy with. So like, and now they're worth like thousands of dollars because it's a white. And all it is a white T-shirt, just like what you're wearing, but white.
Yes.
And guess what? And now it's worth a lot of money.
Yes.
And guess what? And now people have. John.
What?
Wait. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What's your conclusion on Doctor Who?
I don't know. You know what?
What?
You know, let's just drop it.
All right. John.
What?
Yeah, I feel bad that that the network cut the funding and eventually just canceled the show. Out of sheer spite because this was like the most loved, cared show on BBC, and it's been there forever, and it's generational, and it's family, and it's been passed down, and their kids watched it, and their kids watched it, and their kids watched it, and it's almost like 100 years old, right?
60 years.
Okay, so yeah, it's pretty much almost 100 years old. It's closer to 100 than it is to 0.
Yes.
So like, I get it. I understand why you're upset.
I'm not upset. I was just.
Oh, but I understand why you would be
I'm not upset by it.
I don't know the proper word, John. You know what I mean.
I guess I was intrigued.
Yeah, intrigued by it. Yeah.
Yes.
But it's so weird because you never even. I mean, you showed me modern Doctor Who, but all of a sudden you're interested in Doctor Who, which is even weirder. But I don't. But like at the end of the day, I met people that love Kanye and defend Kanye, just like they defend. It's like how they defend Doctor Who, I assume.
Well,
and they said that everything Kanye does and says.
That's a different comparison. You're comparing a TV show to an actual person who's a hateful bigot who, who.
Sure, but I'm just saying, like, it kind of reminds me of the same thing. It's like the opposite. It's like if you don't give it attention, you don't give it funding, no matter how even if.
Yeah, but Doctor wasn't harming anybody.
No. But here's the thing. It's just the same. It's an allegory, I think. Would that be the proper word?
But it's a TV show that wasn't really.
It doesn't matter. You cut off the funding. You cut off the attention. You cut off everything. You cut off the love for it. It dies.
Yes.
No matter how loved it is, no matter if it's not hateful, no matter if it's not that, you cut it off and it dies.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
So how do we do it to Kanye? How do we make Kanye the next Doctor Who in the 1980s? Or whatever. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying, right, John? You get it?
I don't really understand the Kanye comparison.
I don't know. It's probably
You
because
care more about Kanye than me. I try to ignore it, you know?
I didn't even know it even goes on. The only reason why is because everyone in fashion cares about him, it feels like. So I have to constantly hear about him all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know what he does to the fashion world, to be honest. I have no clue. John. What? I wish in the fashion world we were talking about, you know, whatever they were wearing in Doctor Who and stuff, not whatever stunt another celebrity pulled.
I guess so.
That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I cut out the lining. That was a lot. I hate cutting out lining. Oh, everyone, thanks for watching. I'll be right back. You can look at my clothing when yeah, this is what I do. Yeah, thank you. John. I'm sorry. What? Alright, thank you. figure out how do we just end. What I'm trying to say, it's popular. You can end popular media somehow. How do we end people that are also hateful bigots in popular media? That's all. I'm trying to look at the bigger picture of it all. It's possible to end something and make it no longer exist. That's what I'm trying to say. How do you end one person and their whole, like what they do to the world every day? Because they obviously that person has such a gigantic impact. You know what I mean? That's like Doctor Who. Even though it wasn't hurting anyone, they still managed to end it. How do we do that to other things? That's all I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to, John? Look at the bigger picture of it. All right, I'm back. Shoot. It's gonna be. This will work just as well. So it's pleated here because it's lining. And you don't want the lining to rip when you wear the garment. So it just saves a lot of time just to pleat it, pre-pleat everything. Oh, has it's a genius design that my pattern maker came up with. I don't know what to do without her, to be honest with you. Yeah. I don't know, I don't feel bad that I have a technician that I can hire to do things I don't want to do. Because I hate pattern making. I don't know. Great. Gonna move it. That's why. Let me figure out something. Let's see. I don't think I pleated it correctly. I think that's going to be better. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay, let's see. Where did that go? Okay, great. Hey, John, come here. Remember what you said about Rage Against the Machine?
Yeah.
How do we get them back? I know they're disbanded, but how do we get someone like them back? They need to be. Someone needs to take that spot.
You need another blue person. The only form and.
When there's a blue one.
Yeah.
How do we get when there was a red one?
I don't know.
They need to exist. Someone needs to take that spot when there's a red one.
There's like.
There's no one. Yeah, you can't even think of one because they don't exist.
Well, Rock is pretty much like.
It doesn't matter if it's Rock, just someone doing political content against the government.
Kendrick did kind of something in the Super Bowl. Yeah, the Palestine flag.
I want something like Rage Against the Machine level, don't you?
Yeah.
Something angry. In hating, in like not Eminem's version of it either. Eminem's version's too much. Something balanced. You know what I mean? I don't think that exists. John, I don't think it exists, right? You know, John. I'm surprised Donald Trump hasn't killed anyone for their freedom of speech and hating them.
Yeah, it's surprising.
I'm really surprised. John, you can't even think of one person that's political that's like Rage Against the Machine. That's right. That's active right now. Hey, John, you know who we need back, though? You know who we need back out of all of them? Chumbawamba. I know, I'm just saying. Don, it was a joke. Was it a bad joke? I don't know. I'm bringing up British stuff because, BBC and all that. I don't know, John. I don't know. John, did you see the... Did you watch the halftime show, John?
What?
Did you watch the halftime show?
Not
thing?
much.
I don't. What did he do? I don't even know. You said you mentioned something, so I don't know what we're talking about.
Kendrick waving the thing.
Palestine flag.
Yes.
That was the closest thing that we ever had in the mainstream. Oh. Damn. Well, at least it shows that comments or something?
Mm,
Did you get a lot of attention when you
yes.
did that? Oh, good. Did you hear this on Twitter?
Yes.
Do you still use Twitter?
Not much.
Where do you hear all this information?
Just stuff.
I'm on TikTok. I don't hear it on TikTok, so whatever TikTok shows me. John, I'm sorry for mom being the nicest.
Why?
I don't know. So what happened? So what's the state of Doctor Who now?
It's better.
Is it actually funded?
Yeah. I mean, by this point, you know, like
It's like
after it was revived in 2005, you know, successfully, it's now even more of a respected institution, you know.
so it's like
It needed that 16-year break.
so that was the best thing that actually happened to the show,
Yes, in a way, yes.
even though people hated it.
I mean, by the 80s, it became so outdated compared to everything else that was coming around in that decade in British television.
Yeah, but they had. What I'm trying to say is that they knew how to. They knew it was a problem. Why did they fix it?
Well, I guess they wanted to, and they saw it as an outdated relic.
Oh, who revived it?
In 2005,
Yeah.
by a guy named Russell T Davies, who was like creator of this like gay drunk family called Queer as Folk, and a guy named Moffat who was known who created Coupling, the British version of Friends. So they got fresher, younger voices to revive the show with support of the BBC.
Well, the best thing that happened to it.
Yes.
And what about now? Are they still?
There's up and downs, but it's more of a respected thing, you know?
Oh, so now it's just like now it's just the normal primetime television show
Yes.
in England.
Yes.
Nothing else.
Yes.
Damn. That's crazy. What happened to the show? Do you even watch the new episodes?
I kind of stopped. I mean,
How was it like during COVID?
I don't know.
Oh, did you watch it in 2020?
Some, you know?
I mean, did it was it being made during
I don't know.
Oh. What the hell was being made during the pandemic? Wait a moment. Oh, I did this already. Oh my god. Thanks. Everyone, I'll be back on this. I don't want to fix it right now. Oh, it's lining. Oh, I'm so confused with lining. What's the right side of lining? That's always the question. That's not the right side of lining. I did it wrong. I don't want to fix it right now. I'll be back, everyone. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the conversation. I'll see you all later.